What's good with it, Black Goose TV family, man? Double salute as always. Your boy Fluence Boxing is back in the building again. And you already know I got some news for my people. I got some news for my family members. Look, we got a little change up. We got a little change in the game. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. They had to, you know what I'm saying, switch up the time frame. Look, Jose Pedraza versus Teofimo Lopez. It's not happening anymore. Jose Pedraza ended up coming up with an illness. He had to pull out of the fight that was supposed to happen against Teofimo Lopez on December 10th. I'm hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm hurt. I thought this was a good matchup for Teofimo Lopez. Obviously, we saw him excel earlier in the year at his debut at 140. He said, obviously, after coming off, the illness, after coming off the, I think he had wrist or a hand surgery. It was one of the two. I can't remember specifically. His pop said, "Hey, we're going to be fighting 2 times this year at 140, and the next year we're shooting for 3 times." Now he's keeping to that promise. He had that amazing debut fight at 140 earlier in the year. Now, obviously, he was going to cap off the end of this year against Jose Pedraza, which I thought was a very good second fight for him at 140, still getting comfortable with that new weight. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see him against Jose Pedraza because, once again, the illness, and I have no problems with him pulling out due to that. So, rest up, Pedraza, get better. I know that shit is going around like crazy right now. I had an illness myself. Like I've been telling y'all, family, man, make sure y'all zooted and booted. Make sure y'all got the scarves on, the hoodies, the gloves, because it's going crazy right now. But even with that being the case, as disappointed I am that Jose Pedraza is in fighting Teofimo Lopez on December 10th. I do like the fact that Teofimo is still going to be fighting. They have a replacement already. It's Sandor Martin. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm not too familiar with Sandor Martin, nowhere on the level that I'm familiar with Jose Pedraza, obviously, but I'm just happy we're still going to be able to see Teofimo in the ring one more time before the end of the year. I'm also happy that Teofimo Lopez will be having that second fight before the end of the year, because that just tells me he's staying true to his word, and his plans are coming into the next year. He's probably looking to fight about 3 times at 140. So this is breaking news for the people. You might have heard it somewhere else. You might have heard it somewhere where you didn't even realize it, but I'm telling you right here, and I'm giving you the real. Teofimo Lopez versus Jose Pedraza is officially canceled. Teofimo Lopez versus Sandor Martin is now happening December 10th at, MSG. That's less than a month away, which is absolutely exciting. Let's go ahead and get into this article so y'all know the nitty-gritty of the details. The WBC super lightweight elimination match ordered last week will happen a lot sooner than anyone anticipated. BoxingScene.com confirmed Thursday that Spain's Sandor Martin has agreed to replace an ill Jose Pedraza as Teofimo Lopez's opponent December 10th at Madison Square Garden in New York. Martin was the other opponent Lopez and his handlers at Top Rank Inc. considered before they picked Pedraza for his next bout, but Martin happily replaced Pedraza on barely a 3 weeks' notice. Puerto Rico's Pedraza contracted an illness not related to COVID-19 during training camp and was forced to withdraw from a 10-round main event. Pedraza is expected to return to the ring at some point within the first few months of 2023. Mike Coppinger first reported Thursday that Martin replaced Pedraza as Lopez's opponent. Las Vegas Lopez criticized Martin, who upset 4-division champion Mikey Garcia. Now I remember who Sandor Martin is. Excuse me, brother. Okay, I remember you. You were the one. Okay, so you upset at Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia's retirement fight for pricing himself out of their fight during an interview with BoxingScene.com on Wednesday. Now the 140-pound contender will get the opportunity to settle their differences in the eliminator that could advance the winner toward a shot at whoever emerges victorious when number 1 ranked Jose Zepeda and second-rated Regis Prograis fight for the unclaimed WC Super Lightweight Championship November 26th, which is next weekend. Damn. Okay, y'all. So the winner, possibly, we'll see, but the winner of Sandor Martin versus Teofimo Lopez is supposed to fight the winner of Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis. If you telling me we have a possibility of Regis Prograis versus Teofimo Lopez happening next year, I'm all for it. Sign me the fuck up. Hell yeah. The Lopez-Martin winner wouldn't be obligated to fight for the WBC belt, but the elimination match the WBC ordered 8 days ago at its annual convention in Acapulco, Mexico, will give the 4th-ranked Lopez or the 5th-rated Martin some leverage. Martin, 40-2, 13 KOs, has boxed just once since he stunningly defeated Garcia by majority decision in their 10-rounder in October 2021. The 29-year-old Martin beat Mexican veteran Jose Felix, 39-6-1, 30 KOs by unanimous decision in a 10-round bout, which took place April 1st in Barcelona. Though Pedraza is a 2-division champion who has fought a higher level of opposition overall than Martin, he is 0-1-1 in his last 2 fights. Pedraza, 29-4-1, 14 KOs, settled for a 10-round split draw with fellow former lightweight champion Richard Comey, 34-1, 27 KOs, in his most recent action, a 10-rounder in August 27th at Hard Rock Hotel. The 25-year-old Lopez, 17-1, 13 KOs, a former IBF, WBA, WBO lightweight champion, knocked out Ghana's Comey in the second round of the December 2019 bout at Madison Square Garden. So, what is the biggest takeaways I just took from this? One, Sandor Martin, I do remember you now. So, excuse me, brother. You are the person who gave the upset to Mikey Garcia and retired him, basically. So he's not like, this is actually a pretty good replacement. If I were to kind of look at it and I would be like, oh, because at first, because I didn't know who Sandor Martin is, I was like, oh man, he's probably just going to be fighting a scrub. This is no disrespect to Jose Pedraza, because obviously he has accomplished more than Sandor Martin, but I just think at the point of his career, Jose Pedraza is at currently, and at the point that Sandor Martin is at his career, it's still, I think this is a pretty, he's not downgrading opponents. I still think it's the same level of opponent. I still think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a competitive fight, but that's also just going to show how Teofimo Lopez is that guy. But what makes me truly excited for this fight is the possibility that the winner of this fight will take on the winner of Regis Prograis versus Zepeda. That's fire, because if all things go well, Prograis beats Zepeda, Teofimo beats Martin, Teofimo Bush Regis Prograis, 140 next year. That is absolutely gas. That's volcano. That's a beautiful thing right now. So I'm hoping and praying that's the case. But let me ask you this, BlakGooseTV family. How do you feel about the replacement fight? Are you guys still excited to see this? Do you think this is a downgrade? Do you think it's an upgrade? Do you think it's kind of just staying in the same kind of little box? How do you guys feel about the information that most likely the winner of this fight is going to take on the winner of Regis Prograis versus Zepeda? Let me know, man. Talk to me, family, because it's all about what you guys think. So I just wanted to go ahead and present that to you guys, let y'all know. Obviously, Jose Pedraza had to withdraw. He was ill. It is what it is. Get better, Jose. I know you will. Teofimo versus Sandor is set December 10th. Obviously, we got Regis Prograis versus Zepeda happening next weekend, November 26th. We got a little tournament going on the 140 side division, and I hope it's real and they're not just talking that and they're just trying to get our hopes up. We'll see. At the end of the day, let me know what you guys think, BlakGooseTV family, man. Make sure y'all drop it below in the comments. Make sure while you're doing that, you're liking the video. Make sure you subscribing to the channel if you're not part of the BlakGooseTV family, man. Obviously, road to 5K before the end of the year. Much love to the people. Stay blessed, not stressed. On the Arnold Schwarzenegger side of the game, I'll be back, but with more boxing. Much love to the people. Make sure you